Hey everybody, my name is Emmanuel Jacob and I'm working with Ferris, and we are students at Liberty University, and this is an Engineering 230 class. We'll be doing a Simio model of an emergency department, and we'll run experiments through Simio, basically to run a design of experiments and optimization of an emergency department. So let me go ahead and show you how we've done that. Let me pull up my Simio model first. Alright. Alright, so our model right here, what I can show you is we've created a number of patients, created a source, goes to the sign-in, the waiting room, the exam room, the treatment room, to accounting, and then to exit. And we've created 3 resources as well. The resources are nurses, doctors, and beds. And all the resources are basically called in as they go to the exam room, to the treatment room, and every single time somebody shows up in the exam room, it calls for a nurse first, priority-wise, and then a doctor second. I'll show you that real quickly through our list. So we've assigned lists for object doctor nurse first, so it goes for doctor first and nurse first, and then nurse doctor the other way around. Now these lists are being utilized if you go look at the exam room. The before processing right here. So before processing, what we say we want to seize for the exam room. We want to seize a doctor, a nurse, and a doctor in the exam room. So a nurse comes first, then a doctor. And we also want to seize a bed. And we can also release right here. We want to release the nurse first, then the doctor second, and then release the bed as well. So we've got all that stuff put in for the exam room as well as for the trauma room. Now the difference with the trauma room is that we want, the treatment room is that we want a doctor first and then a nurse second. And we're also getting a bed for that room as well. Now what we've done is I'm going to let this run for a little bit. I'll show you. I've created a sequence, and the sequence is actually done through our definition. So in our data, I've created a sequence table, and I've said that the patients go through the sign-in first, the waiting room, the exam room, the treatment room, the accounting, and then exit. So that way I'm able to create a free-flowing and free-form actual model. All right, let's go ahead and stop that model. Let's go ahead and show you some of the other stuff that we've got done to it as well. So our factors in determining an efficient emergency department is our nurses, our doctors, and our beds. So let's go ahead and open up our Jump Pro here. And I've created a design of experiments. But what I've done is I've created, I want 3 different responses. I want how much time in seconds, time in the system that I've got, how many number of people in the system I've got, and also throughput. And I want to minimize my time in the system and minimize my number in the system, but maximize my throughput. And I've got my 3 factors here. They're categorical, and I've created them as 1, 2, and 3 doctors, 1, 2, and 3 nurses, 1, 2, and 3 beds. So we've got a maximum of 3, a minimum of 1. And I've created their effects across each other. And then we've done ROM replication. We want to make design here. We can scroll down to go ahead and make table. So I've got this table here, and I've actually gone ahead and populated another table here. And I've taken the information from my Simio model. So I've run an experiment here, and I've taken all the different possibilities that the design of experiments has required. So this is in accordance with the beds. This is in accordance with the number of doctors. This is in accordance with the number of nurses. And then I've run experiments right here, and I've given myself my time in seconds. My time in the system, my numbers in the system, and my throughput. And I can take that information, close out of that, take that information, put it into here, click model, and run script. And when I run script, this is what I get basically. So I'm giving this information in here. Now I can scroll down, run a prediction profiler, and then actually go and do a maximize desirability. And when I maximize desirability, it tells me that I want 3 doctors, 3 nurses, and 3 beds to have the lowest number of time in the system, the lowest number of the number of people in the system, and the highest throughput. So that's the method that I've used to run through a Simio model and to optimize it through SAS-Jmp. Thank you.